Hey guys, what's going on? Today I thought I would do another budget PC build. Recently my $650 build has been getting a lot of attention and that build is outdated and the prices have changed, so I thought this would actually be the perfect build to update. This PC will actually outperform the last PC, which currently costs around $800, so you're actually getting a really good deal with this build. Starting off with the CPU, I chose the Ryzen 5 1500X. AMD's Ryzen line is very budget friendly and the performance is solid for the money you're paying. The 1500X is a 4-core 8-thread CPU, so this is perfect if you want to do a little live streaming and some recording on the side. Gaming performance is slightly lacking compared to the i5 line, but in terms of raw performance, it's very good. Also, the cooler that comes with the 1500X is very good for overclocking as well, so you save a little bit of money by not buying an extra cooler. For the motherboard, I decided to go with the ASRock AB350M Pro 4. This is a pretty simple little board. It's nice, it's got a lot of features to it. A nice little black and white color scheme, but unfortunately it doesn't match the build. Almost none of the parts in this build actually go well together, but if aesthetics don't matter to you, this is a great board for the money. For RAM, I went with one 8GB stick of Team Elite Plus RAM. I don't know much about this brand and it looks kind of weird, but it's really cheap and that's what I was going for. If you don't like the color scheme, just go with another kit, whichever really fits what you're going for there. For storage, I went with the simple WD Caviar Blue 1TB hard drive. Your basic mass storage drive, nothing too special there. There really wasn't any way to fit an SSD in this build unless you wanted to skip the mass storage drive. In that case, if that's what you want to do, just go ahead and get an SSD. However, I recommend going with the mass storage drive first, then adding the SSD later. For the GPU, I went with the Gigabyte RX 580 8GB version. This is really surprising to me to see this card going for as cheap as it is. To get an 8GB 580 for $220 is absolutely insane. This is an amazing card that will easily crush every game 1080p 60 FPS, and if you even want to go a little bit higher, you can play games at 1440p if you want to. This is probably the best budget card on the market at this point, and I'm seriously surprised to see how cheap this card is because the performance you get from it is just absolutely fantastic. Can't recommend this card enough. For the case, I went with the Xeon XON 310BK. This is a really simple, small case, and I actually really like it. It doesn't have too many fancy features, it doesn't have the side window, but it has a nice clean look with a blue LED fan in the front. Cooling is very good, and it, like I said, it has the bare minimum of what you need for the case. And for just over $20, that's really all you expect to get, but it's still a great deal. For the power supply, I went with the same power supply I always go with. The EVGA 500 watt 80 plus bronze certified power supply. Simply put, this is probably the best budget power supply on the market. It's cheap, reliable, and just works. With components being less and less power hungry each generation, I think the 500 watt will be a great investment in the long term. These things last a very long time, and if you want to upgrade your GPU or something else down the line, 500 watts will most likely still be capable of powering even the higher end hardware, so overall I think this is a really decent power supply for not just this build, but any long-term use if you'd like to maintain that. But this is my $650 budget gaming PC. Remember, these builds are subject to change and the price will be different if you watch this video at a later time, but let me know what you think about this build. Do you love it, or would you change some parts around? Let me know in the comments below, and if you guys enjoyed this video, leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. I am Motionless Gaming, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.